Alright, this one's called Bernie or Bust. Hashtag OMG. Oh my goddess. How did we ever end up as lost as this? We now actually have a front-running presidential candidate who rallies behind racism, oligarchy, and legalized terrorism. If anyone resists, beat the shit out of them and he will trump the legal fees. It's reminiscent of the Nazi Party rise. Be terrified and solidify behind the all-seeing eyes anointment. Hillbilly. Had that shit on point from the beginning, or so they thought, before we started burning. This is much more than just Bernie or bust. This is the dawning of the age of awareness. Burn it down. To fucking hell with these clowns who think they could ever hold us down. We are the mouth of the sacred Ganga River, and within the flow of these linguistics, they will all drown. I have had it. I am ravenous like the battered war dog that came back from the war in Iraq and was neglected. I am as desperate as the man who has to skip his meals to feed his dying child and save $10 towards the medicine she needs. I am as ashamed as that beautiful young woman who sold her body to go to college, trying to become a doctor like her grandmother always wanted her to be. I am that guy getting by who can never fully be satisfied. No matter how many steps ahead I get, I am always leagues behind. The deck is stacked. The game is rigged. We will never be allowed to move past our castes in this futuristic, feudalistic system. As an artist, I'm not even interested in all of that bullshit. I have a greater vision. Hashtag WTFF. What the flying fuck is this shit? You must be delirious if you think any of those news clips that they play on NBC, CNN, MSNBC, Fox News, Reuters, or the BBC has any roots in reality. It's all a fallacy. With 6 corporations controlling 90% of the media you see, the only chance you could ever hear me is if you clicked on my gorilla link out of curiosity. This is much more than just Bernie or bust. This is the dawning of the age of awareness. Me say puff. Bum bum with the boomba clot. Now boy, let me tell you what, you are not as sharp as Stewart. You're just like the other buttheads and Beavises, believing all the clickbait. What if I told you your voice counts and so do the choices that you make? The problems we all face are larger than any one of us can undertake on our own. Yet now we are forming the ancient tribes again. Together we are rebuilding the sacred family home for generations of inspired souls to come. We bid them welcome. We are the ones who said enough. We show up by the thousands. We will stand for peace and unity. Our voices are boisterous because we are more than upset. We are furious at the constant blatant corruption. These smug motherfuckers actually have the guts to laugh and brag about it. They are rubbing it in our enraged faces. Well, I would like to say to them that the tides must always change. I do believe it's about to rain 40 days and 40 nights of this democratic spring, and the seeds that we've been sowing will germinate. Break through the fertile crust, fertilize the blossoms, pollinate. The fruits bearing the next crop to come, all the little birdies feed. They will carry words of our deeds with these songs to the 4 winds and the 7 seas. There are some among us who have no fear of death or imprisonment. We will remain vigilant, pursuing our vision with raw truth and even rawer compassion. We are those passionate pacifist lions, and we have begun to lay with the lambs, to protect them from the selfish ones who wish to rape this sacred land. I will never instigate violence, but I am one of those faithful guard dogs of the humble and the voiceless, who deeply has studied that science, and I will snuff that shit out before it ever begins in my presence. This world is my family, and I will stand up for each and every one of them. We are guardian angels. Hashtag LMAO. Linguistics masterfully articulated orchestrate a path away out of the thick, evil black smoke that bellows as that dirty hoe Babylon burns back to the cornerstones. The ink is my blood, the paper my bones. This poetry is my soul. Just as the monkey god Hanuman, I rip open my chest, and shining like the dawn is my deity. The love between human beings. The love to be. It is the seed. It lives inside of each and every one of us as we seek peace and happiness. The machine tried to break us. That is exactly what created us. This is so much more than just Bernie or bust. This is the dawning of the age of awareness. We now possess the technology to watch the ones who watch us. They scramble trying to take it from us, but we co-created it and we will not give it up. It is the thread that reconnected us. It is the suture that mended our mistrust in our fellow brothers and sisters. The future will be built by the hands of every man, woman, and child. There is approximately 319 million of us according to the latest census. It is senseless to let the corrupt and unjust leaders continue to cheat and mistreat us without being punished. We will dethrone them with our votes, charge them in federal courts, throw them into crowded cells in the very same prisons their policies made swell beyond reasonable capacity, so they can see what it feels like to be forgotten and left to rot by their greed. Strip them of all financial holdings obtained by unjust means and donate them to charities that clothe, heal, and feed the very people that were fucked over by their careless decisions. We will build an honest system from the ground up. We will take back the checks and balances. Elect trusted friends and neighbors from our communities to local seats. Send them to the House and Senate so that no matter who sits atop that pyramid, all will be not lost again. We will impeach them if they step out of their britches. This shit is serious. I swear on the spirits of our foremothers and our forefathers that if none of this mattered, then why are they frantically trying to steal it? I'm kidding you not, my friends. The situation we are in as a nation is as real as it gets. We are at a swing point, a precipice. We must learn to thrive again, work together to survive, or our values, our ways of life will wither and die. Do or do not, there is no try. I know it's cliche to say, but the words are wise. They convey the path we must take. We need immaculate faith. We need to be adaptive, perceptive, interconnected. We need to take our cues from the muses and harness the power of art and music. The thing you need to know about acoustics is that sound moves like water or smoke. Once the words have been spoke, they reverberate infinitely into the cosmos. They become part of the fiber of the collective consciousness. They could beat me, scar my flesh, take away my freedom, burn my books, and still have taken no thing from me. The gift inside of me that I am giving openly is awakening inside of all of Mother Earth's children. We will nourish them, teach them how to express it. The revelation is right now, kids, in this very instant, happening in the hearts and minds of millions of human beings. It's not on the TV screen. Those talking heads were put there to teach you not to believe in it. But we see all the way through this fucking bullshit. This is much more than just Bernie or bust. This is the dawning of the age of awareness. Hashtag SMH. Shame, mistrust, hatred is the venom that the snakes are spewing. Together, let us raise our fists in the air, in unison. Our palms forward to symbolize our solidarity and pacifism. Raise our voices and chant down this corporate-sponsored political system. Pledge never to vote for any of them again. Place term limits on every major and minor public office. They fear the masses. And our mass is quickly reaching that critical tipping point. We have made a choice, Bernie or bust, but that was just the start. They heard the guard dogs bark. They jumped and trembled. We were just checking the threshold. We found it. Much more than just Bernie or bust. We are no longer anonymous. We are your family, friends, neighbors, and that friendly stranger. We are real people with real lives, real hearts, and real eyes. They have tried to stop us from creating our fate, but not today, not ever again. We are the citizens, the populace. Expect us. This is much more than just Bernie or bust. This is a dawning of a new age, the age of awareness. Goddess bless. So mote it be. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. I dedicate this one to Swamiji. I know these things we do now together would have made you proud to see. Every letter that leaves my lips is a matrika, a little mother, forever shrouded in your memory. Peace, peace, peace. Om Shanti. Feel free to spread this one, little birdies. Jai.